to put everything in order. And this is what we need as a country. We need leaders that fear God, not leaders that lie, that they hear from God. We don't need leaders that disrespect God by making false claims about God. You understand?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Unotaurira vanhu kuti Mwari ati ndinowina. Wobva warowa. Wotanga kuti ndabirwa ngatinamatei. Isu tokubvunza kuti Mwari abirwa here futi. Pozi wakanga woti ndi Mwari ari kuda kuzviita. Mwari anobirwa here. Hauna kuti God is in it here iwewe. Saka zvafamba sei?
Ndarigwa.
Kuri kuti Mwari akazoita come out of it because dai anga ari in it dai zvakafamba. It means God is not in it.
See that, alluding to the video that we just played right now, you are going to see that I've got so much regards for the men of God, the apostle of God. But in this instance, this is what you call a misplaced statement, because you see, it causes the escalation of, spiritual anarchy, spiritual animusicality, spiritual discord. It's a misplaced statement because why? You're going to see that, it is a high level of insanity to propose and to propound that kings are dethroned on account of things like corruption, misappropriation of resources and funds only, because the biblical concept of first king and second kings are going to be role modeling us to see that one of the issues that God had with the kings in those days that made them lose their throne and to be vulnerable of being dethroned, it was the issue of things like syncretistic worship, things like polytheism, whereby God wanted all kings to adopt to the culture of worshiping a single God, not multiple gods. So you're going to see that in the intrinsic study of the book of Kings, from Solomon even to the great kings like Ahab, who were actually evil, it will interest you to know that all the fallen kings were dethroned prior to the issues of polytheism and the issues of syncretistic worship. So, the mantra we have now that God is in it, in Zimbabwe, it is one of a kind, because you see, Zimbabwe has been on the course and the trajectory of discovering the true God. There is a mixture of religion in Zimbabwe. You find out our kings today, they are at a shrine. Tomorrow they're in a Pentecostal movement. Tomorrow they're in a prophetic ministry. Tomorrow they're in apostolic ministry. So there is a great of syncretism that is going on in the nation of Zimbabwe. And I want us to see that if we don't really appreciate what good God is doing in our time, we might as well create mumbo jumbo and confusion in the body of Christ, because I feel it's a time of robustism comeback in the nation of Zimbabwe, where we see now, politicians, they're beginning to utter the name of God, bringing God in it, bringing God in every situation. So the mantra and the motto, God in it, mustn't be viewed as a jeopardy, but it is one of its kind that attests to the trajectory that God is raising now God-fearing men within our land. And I pray that if we can view it in that manner, we might see now, a surgence of theocracy and a rejuvenation of God-ordained government in the nation of Zimbabwe. So, may Zimbabweans, pray with the spiritual eye of not trying to jeopardize and to create chaos at a time when God has remembered us. Let's embrace every blessing and give glory to Jehovah God Almighty. God bless you, Zimbabweans.